I'm just putting everything together. I'm drinking green tea. I have on my green robe. Green is the color of the heart. And I'm really feeling so deep into my heart. I'm gonna try not to cry. When you're in your heart, the tears that come are often from a place of like deep gratitude and like really deep inner peace. It's a really beautiful feeling. One of my goals is to help everyone that I possibly can to feel, to touch this feeling. Because this feeling can only be achieved from the heart. This feeling is the greatest feeling in the world. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie. I help people to live happier, healthier, and most importantly, more fulfilling lives, to help them to find a balance in their mind, body, and soul so that they can wake up and feel good every day. I feel good every day, not all day, every day, but every day I touch joy, I touch happiness, I touch peace. I'm really feeling into my heart today. Being in your heart space is a hard thing to achieve as a human, especially today. And for so long I was not in my heart space. I was in my ego self. I was in my mind. When you're in that space, in the mind, in the ego, in the unhealed, unintegrated ego, let's be more specific there, you're operating out of a space of being calculated, or I don't want to say manipulative because not everyone's intent is to manipulate, but we're also often trying to think so much about what to say, what to do, how to be, etc., because we're trying to procure an outcome. When you're in your heart, you just exist. It is one of the most freeing spaces to be, because when you're in your heart, you are your most authentic self. So to be in your heart means to be you. It means to be who you are in your core. It's who you are without the impressions that life has given you. It's who you are without the experiences that you've had. It's who you are when you're a child. Children are their most authentic selves. They say what they want, they do what they want, they are unapologetically themselves. And then as they begin to age, their experiences, their interactions, their own ego starts to develop, their own mind starts to develop, the stories start to develop. Then we start to come out of our heart. For the last 7 or 8 years, I've been on a journey back to my heart. And I've been in my heart for the last 3 years or so, but I come out of it. You know, ebbs and flows. No one's perfect. I'm far from perfect. My ego is massive. And I go into that ego and it pulls me out of my heart, and I do things and I say things that I'm not proud of. I hurt people that I don't intend to hurt. I don't want to hurt anyone. Coming back to my heart is coming back to me. Being in the heart is peace. And it is trust. It is a deep trust in a higher power. It is a deep trust in yourself. It is a deep trust in your experiences. A peace that is like nothing I've known. It's not peace because of anything that you have tangible, but it's peace based off of a feeling. That feeling is a deep feeling of connection. First and foremost for me, being in my heart is my connection to God. If I am not in my heart, I am not connected to God. When you have that deep connection to God, you also realize how connected you are to literally everything else. You're connected to nature, you're connected to others. Your appreciation for others shifts, and you can appreciate that everyone is in their own journey. Since they were a child, they've had their stories, their experiences, their interactions that have shaped them, taken them out of their heart. When you're in your heart, you're able to see who else is in their heart. And when someone is not in your heart, you feel a deep compassion for them. Even if they've hurt you, or even if they've done something harmful to you, you're able to see that they're not doing that out of a place where they're like vindictive towards you, or that they want to get back at you. Maybe it may come from that, but you understand that that is coming from a place that is not in their heart. And I'm not saying that everyone is great. Don't get me wrong. That not everyone has this heart connection. There are such things as like sociopaths and psychopaths, narcissists. I don't like to go too deep into that because I think we overplay those roles. Like if someone's a jerk, then we're like, oh my God, he's such a narcissist. I don't believe in that. But those people do exist. They are real. They're out there in the universe. Not everyone has this capability. Most of us who do have the capability of coming into their heart, we don't touch our heart because we're afraid. The ego comes in and it tells us we're going to get hurt. It tells us we're going to regret that. You're going to look like an idiot. You're going to look like a fool. You're afraid to be your most authentic self because you're afraid of how it might be perceived. And when you are in your heart, you trust and you do not care about anyone else's perceptions do not matter. I am literally here on the internet crying about being in my heart. I know that this isn't going to resonate with everyone. I know that people are going to make fun of this, and that's fine because this isn't for them, because the people that it might touch will receive it, and that's all that matters. It's spreading your message regardless of how it may be perceived. Being in the heart is living in truth. It's living in trust. It's living in faith. It's living in love. It's knowing that you can give love unconditionally and not need to receive it back. You can give love as much as you want and know that you will still have more to give. I don't need someone to reciprocate my love to be able to give love to them. And I know that the people who are incapable of reciprocating my love are the people who need my love the most. And that's what's being in the heart. That to be able to give that love unconditionally is to take yourself out of survival mode. So often we hoard our love, we don't share our love, we don't show our love, we pretend that it doesn't exist, we pretend, oh, I'm so tough, I have this hard heart, nothing can hurt me, so many things can hurt me. But guess what? Coming back to my heart makes it so it doesn't hurt anymore because it takes you out of survival mode. You don't need to protect yourself, you will always be protected. When you are in your heart, survival mode goes out the window. Fight or flight, gone. Going to come back full circle. In the beginning, I said for so long I wasn't in my heart. And for so long I was so scared of what might come of showing my heart. I was scared of looking like I cared. I do care. I care so deeply. And I didn't want people to know I cared because that's not cool. It's not cool to care. And I was so protective of my heart because I was so afraid that someone might hurt it. But the only thing that was hurting my heart was how I was hurting my heart. To be in your heart is to know that no one has control over you except for yourself. It is so freeing to be in the heart. It is such a blessing. And I'm so grateful to be able to be here to share. And I thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Again, my name is Jackie and I help people feel fucking deeply. If you want to feel the immensity of greatness that it takes you, it overwhelms you, you are in the right place. I'm going to help you live a happier, a healthier, and most importantly, a more fulfilling life. I'm going to help you touch your mind, your body, and your soul. I make new videos here every Monday and Friday. You get to begin and end the week with a little bit of Jackie. So don't forget to click subscribe and I will see you at the beginning of next week.